Beers and bets. Beers and bets. Beers and bets. Beers and bets.
Welcome back.
Ready to make some picks?
All my
Always.
picks here with
be a good
Mike's league.
That looks organized.
It is
Yeah.
very. Hey, no, it's easy, dude. You got
Gotta
one
love the
check mark by
paper,
everyone's picture.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. So we're here on Thursday night, right before the Bucks play the Bills. We're gonna save our thoughts about that game till the end because most
Who's
of the
your
listeners
guest?
aren't gonna hear it. You want to see the guest?
What's going on over there?
Look at this little guy.
Oh, you chia pet?
Oh boy, that's
Now,
an
This is
actual
Momo.
dog.
This is our guest for the podcast
Rodson's
tonight.
finally got a
In
girlfriend.
her Bucks jersey. This is the closest thing I got right now, man.
Rodson's finally. Dude, but why you being mean to that thing over there?
I'm not mean to this thing. I'm taking
Yeah,
care of
that's
this.
one
animal
over there.
cruelty. Animal
The
cruelty.
one over there.
Oh, the cat?
Yeah.
I don't know the cat as well. I don't even know if the cat wants me to touch it.
Yeah, it did just look kind of back at you and a little
Yeah.
annoyed by what you were trying to pull, dude. But
We'll get the cat in the frame.
look at that little
There we
fucker.
go.
There he is.
We'll see if Sushi
Yeah.
has any thoughts on the podcast.
Look at him. Looks like Job of the Gut. I like him lurking, man. Yeah. We need some surveillance.
Lurking.
On you.
All right.
Look at them. They're fucking with each other. man.
Let's-
All right.
let's
Yeah,
get
away
into
from
it.
the dog.
All right. So we're going to make picks on 4 week 8 games, and then we're going
All
to do my crazy parlay that has yet to hit. We're going to do
Wow.
Jimmy's dog of the week and
Bump.
Brad. And then we're going to get to our most reliable segment, which is Brad's favorite under. We're going to start calling Brad the Undertaker because
I'll
that's
take
all
it.
he's on betting
I'll
these
take
days.
it.
All he
Hey,
does
it's
is
making money.
All right.
Take unders, make money.
All right.
These are bets
cheers,
with
y'all.
the Undertaker.
Before we make some
Cheers.
picks.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And you
We
already
got like
know
a
the
different
parlay is
Bush
this
Light
week,
camo
man.
can this year. I don't know if you've seen it, Matt.
I have seen that. It is the time of year for the camo can. So,
Of course.
First game on the
Let's
slate.
update.
Can't let the deer see the beer.
I got Jaguars at Steelers over under 40.5. Jimmy, let's kick it to you. This is a tight game. Jags are favorites in Pittsburgh, which might be the first time that's ever happened. So this is a tough one for me to pick. Oh, bless you. Jeez.
It's these.
Is that a sneeze or a puke?
Yeah, no, it was a sneeze, I hope. But
Okay.
yeah, I like Pittsburgh in this one. I'll take money line.
Steelers money line. Okay.
Yeah, it's in Pittsburgh, correct?
Yeah, it is in Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Jags to cover the 2.5. I think the Jags are a superior team. I think they are starting to get it rolling after a slow start by Trevor Lawrence. How about Calvin Ridley doing something? He has done virtually nothing. Maybe this is a Calvin Ridley get right game. I like the Jags in this one. How about you,
Against
Brad?
Pittsburgh?
That whole team is kind of, and it's a Doug Peterson team. They run the ball a lot. They are dedicated to ETN. And I think you've seen as Jacksonville's clicked off 4 straight wins here. I'm taking Jacksonville 2.5. I think Pittsburgh's been helped out a lot by the referees at the end of games this year. I think that is a huge thing to deal with why they're 4-0 in 1-score games. Again, there's a lot of Pittsburgh fans throughout the country. That's
It's honestly
just my opinion.
It's honestly not even just the referee calls. There was the bad spot against the Rams last week, but the Steelers have just gotten incredibly lucky to pull out some of these games late. Ravens, same deal. Lamar throws a bad pick in the end zone. Steelers find a way to pull that one out. I think the Steelers are kind of fraudulent when you compare who they are.
I agree with how dedicated Jacksonville's to that run game. Pittsburgh's the worst run defense in the league. They're giving up over 140 a game. So yeah, TJ Watt's great. When you got to make TJ Watt be a run stuffer, he's not the best in the world. He's
because he's going for sacks a lot. He's probably really not playing the run
when
often.
It's 3rd and 10, he's the best in the league. When it's 1st or 2nd and 4, he's neutralized.
Well, how about you say that he's best in the league, and maybe that's a little bit of an exaggeration. Maybe you think he's up there with the best in the league. I take Myles Garrett over TJ
But
Watt.
wouldn't you
at
say
this
they
point.
kind of play a different position? I guess when I say, I mean as an edge guy, where I feel
Yeah.
like Miles plays a true the end position.
Yeah, I just think Myles is just as good as doing what TJ Watt's best at, which is getting after the quarterback. He's just as good at that, and he's plus in run stopping, and really, I think Myles is a better player at this point in his career.
Let's pick that Miles up later, right? We're talking that game a little later.
Yeah, we got the Browns game on the slate as well.
We'll bring that one because I'm not dissing Garrett at all. Last week was crazy.
Let's get to our second game. And Jimmy, you got to be excited about this one. The Chiefs go to Denver to Mile High to play the Broncos. Chiefs are 7-point favorites on the road. The Chiefs have won how many in a row against the Broncos? 15,
like
16,
2 or 3,
20. You think that's ever happened in division before? This many consecutive wins? I don't even know what the record is. It's just hard to believe that it would be more than 8 years in a row.
That bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is this the game, Jimmy? Can they get off the schneid?
Yeah.
You
Unless we
sound
trade
convinced.
everyone like today rather than like I thought we would on Monday,
Well,
and my boy might be gone or.
You can still trade everybody next Monday, but if you beat the Chiefs, do you still ship everybody out?
Yeah, because that
probably
would mean
should.
they all played really well.
Yeah, get their trade value up.
Yeah,
These guys just beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't feel too bad about it. Kind of looking forward to it.
What's your
used to
pick?
it
What are you
by this
taking?
point. Oh, I'm taking Broncos, and in my pick, I'm with Mike. You can see here clearly.
You're taking the Chiefs. I can't see that old school fucking like black and white printout for the pick.
Check mark next to the Broncos, like down by the.
Okay,
bottom.
you did take the Broncos. Okay, fair enough. I could not find it on the pick'em sheet.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah.
So
hey, defense is playing all right. Packers aren't great, but we got a little momentum building.
Almost had him last time. Held him to what? 19 points.
Yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, I think we either win or we lose. So
that's conviction. That's what we want on our picks.
Yeah, I'll take Broncos in the points.
Fair enough, Brad. What about you?
Chiefs money line and the under parlay.
Chiefs and the under. Okay.
Division game. Both defenses, I think, are playing well right now. When you take that 70-point kind of game out of Denver's, you know what I mean? The numbers are a little skewed, but you look like the last 4 weeks, they're pretty good defense.
I'm going to go Chiefs -7. I feel like the last game against the Broncos, the Chiefs were screwing around a bit, only scored 19 points. It looked like they were out of sync. Last week against the Chargers, that Chiefs offense was clicking again. I just don't think
defense is terrible.
It is. Everything about the Chargers except for Herbert.
What does that mean? What the fuck last week? Because
the Chargers defense has yet to give up 70 points this year, though. So there is that.
They didn't give up 74.
Right. So
fuck it.
Me and Brad like the Chiefs. Jimmy, you're holding strong on your Broncos. I really hope they get it done because I know it would be an incredible Sunday for you. Just get this win this season. The rest of it can be crap, and you have some reason to have hope.
Glory days. Yeah, dude, it would be.
If the Broncos beat the Chiefs, you have to play Gloria on full blast. Run around your living room.
Oh, I'll run around it naked. No, I'm not doing that on the podcast.
If they pull out a win, they'll be 3-5. They're not out of it. That
you're not done at 3-5. That's true. That's true.
The AFC is a little different now. Like we're talking.
Well, with the Chargers in there, you know what I mean. Everybody
about
can
the
beat
Bills
them.
Could go to 4 losses, right, or 5.
Oh, tonight the Bills will have 4 losses.
No, they're playing the Bucks.
By the end of tonight, when midnight strikes, the Bills will have 4 losses. $5 bet, dude.
Let's go.
$5 bet.
Money line, just straight
Bills,
up.
Bucks. I don't
Yeah,
care that
so-
they're 10-point dogs. We're doing a straight up bet. Jimmy's getting. I'm the best bookie ever. I just let you do
are
straight
the
up bets.
biggest goofy betting.
You make bets with us and then
I
you
won't
never
bet it.
pay off. You
He
just
won't-
make
Jimmy
bets
owes
up
me
your
$5.
ass.
Jimmy literally owes me $5
We
from
want
our
Yeah,
double or
bro.
nothing.
You
don't-
won't.
You don't
Yeah,
see
I want
me.
double or nothing.
Yeah, you went and you owed me.
I don't
$5.
remember
nothing.
any of our bets, Brad.
You never remember it.
It was
Okay.
on here, but
Magic. It's all recorded.
you owed me $5, and then I never heard about it until you said, "Hey, let's bet on this one." And I'm like, "Fine, I'm not going to ask for $5." We do it, and then I'm like, "All right, cool." So then he beats that one, and now he's bringing up the $5. It's like, get the hell out of here! No. We're running it back.
Hey,
We already
let's-
talked about
let's-
it off the
let's
pod.
move
Let's
on.
arrange it. It's
Let's
beers and
move
bets.
on.
It's beers and bets. The hell?
Yeah,
And hey, $5 tonight.
I'm a man of my word.
I'll take it.
I'll pay up. I'll pay
I
up.
like the Joker.
All right. Jimmy, you owe me money right now from our bets. That's where I want to end it.
Yeah.
All right.
All
right. Brad, you mentioned this earlier. Browns at Seahawks. Seahawks are getting 4 points. They're home favorites. Low under at 38. How do you feel about this under, Brad? 38. The Browns can't seem to score. The Seahawks, I don't know if the Seahawks can score against good defenses.
Seahawks money line and the under. I think when you look at it, this is the second week in a row Seahawks will be at home. Cleveland's going from East Coast to West Coast. That's always a little weird. No Deshaun, no Jerome Ford. And I think in the last 3, Seahawks have hit the under, and all 3 in Cleveland's gone in 2 or 3. So
Right.
I'll play the numbers.
Seattle had a bad defense last year. They have been much, much better this year. I'm going to go under on this one as well. This is one of those games I feel like the Browns don't score more than like 10 or 13 points with PJ Walker.
9.
I'm just going to take the under and leave it at that. Jimmy, what do you got this game? We got Seahawks -4. This game's in Seattle. They're playing the Browns. Jimmy's getting some bets in as we speak.
I'd like to go Seahawks.
Seahawks.
All 3 then.
What's the money line on it?
Well,
Right here, hold up.
probably like -140 in that
I'll go
range
to
if they're 4-point
-4.
favorites. Take them to cover the 4. I don't mind that either. I just feel like the Browns. How many of these games is PJ
That
Walker
defense
going
is
to
on
win?
point,
They're
though. That
tough.
Browns defense is
They're
good.
tough.
But I think going into Seattle with like the momentum that they've kind of built up now, it'll actually be a ruckus. Like, it'll be loud and weather could be crappy there getting this time of year. So yeah,
I hope so. I love bad weather games. Those are some of my favorite games to watch. The real sloppy, like 16-13 games.
they're fun.
People have been complaining this year about like the scoring being down and the NFL not being as fun to watch. For me, that's just not the case. I like playing defenses have good games too. Like I don't need scoring for it to be I want it to be a competitive game. I don't need it to be a high scoring game for it to be exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I feel like we've seen that on Monday night a lot.
There was a lot of
games that-
criticism on that Rams Patriots Super Bowl for not scoring it.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't
I
the
thought it
greatest.
was-
That wasn't the greatest Super Bowl, but it still was a game. It was
I thought it was an
a
awesome
game
game.
in the
It was
fourth
like,
quarter.
dude, if
You
you
didn't know
actually-
who was going to win going into the
Right.
fourth. So
Yeah.
Gronk made that big play, and that's all it took to win that game.
That was the one play of that game that everybody remembers. Yeah. Even though Edelman had like 130,000 yards, I think, in that game.
Right.
Yeah.
He won the MVP, right?
I'm not sure Edelman was on the team that year. You might be wrong.
He won the MVP in that Super Bowl.
There's no way Edelman won the MVP in a game in which the offense scored 10 points or 13
I
points.
think he had like 100.
He won MVP in a different Super Bowl. Let's do live research on this. We love doing this shit.
Here we go.
Falcons, Rams, Pats.
I'd say
Super Bowl
wager on
MVP.
it, but
Super Bowl MVP.
I'm right.
Dum, 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 dum.
It is Julian Edelman. Holy shit. How do you give it? Let me see this. I need to see this box.
10 catches for 141 yards.
Wait a minute. Let me see this now.
I told you. That's why it's like, but they didn't. No one remembers that because Gronk's catch, and it was like that was the play. But yeah.
Yeah, he had 10 for 141.
Yeah, don't mess. Come on.
He also had a rush for 8 yards.
Don't mess with this.
Your Super Bowl
Easy,
your
Mensa.
knowledge. Actually, I will totally admit your Super Bowl knowledge is better than mine because I think you rewatch the games like kind of frequently, right? Like you
I
them
enjoy it, dude. Yeah.
from time to
I'll
time.
go back, throw up one on the TV until Katrina turns it off, like when we're going to bed and shit. But yeah, I like watching. I definitely like watching old like clips and stuff.
Because sometimes you even remember where the game is played, and like if you ask me where
That's easier.
If you ask me like where that Pats Rams game was played, I don't have a fucking clue.
It had to have been New Orleans, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was New Orleans. I guarantee it. If you want to look that up, but yeah.
All right, let's get back to the Week 8 picks. Last game on our slate: Bengals at 49ers. I don't have the spread written down. I have the over/under written down, but not the spread.
I had a solid 3.
You got Niners by 3, right?
Looks like we're up to 4. Niners, 4.
Niners by 4, which is interesting because Brock Purdy. Do we know if he's going to play or not?
He's still in protocol for the.
So we don't know. It's 50-50 if Purdy plays or not.
Yep.
Don't know how much that matters. The Niners defense seems to be okay, regardless of who plays quarterback for them. But this is one of those things, and the Bengals are in my crazy parlay coming up next segment. This is a spot I just like the Bengals. With the 49ers being banged up and Joe Burrow starting to get it going again, I see this is a game where Burrow can come in and beat the 49ers. I mean, this is a Niners defense that's, I won't argue, they are one of the best defenses in the league, but they did just give up like 370, 380 to Kirk Cousins on a Monday night game. To add to that, the Bengals are coming off 14 days rest. The 49ers are coming off a short week where they just played on Monday night. This is a spot where I like Bengals money line. So that's my pick for this. And they are included in my crazy parlay.
I'm sure half the league is. Right.
I like it. I'd take Cincy in the points. I don't know about money line, but yeah, I think that team's clicking, and the Niners, everything's just going against them right now. No? Do we feel like that was just a bump in the road, or is that?
But Shanahan and the Niners had a stretch like this last year where they lost like a couple of games to not necessarily great teams, and then Shanahan got it rolling again by the time the playoffs hit. Yeah. So I could see them dropping 3 in a row, and I wouldn't necessarily say it's a terrible sign for their playoff hopes. I just think they're going through a slump with dealing with injuries, and the way he calls plays, he needs those certain guys there for that offense to run right. And I feel like it's hard to get it going when you don't have Debo. When they're missing Debo, like what do you do on 3rd and 7? That used to be Debo time. Sometimes
I don't know. Ayuk's looked pretty good this year to me. They got a lot of weapons on that team.
Yeah.
But it is crazy to think we could be talking after this week. The Niners won't even be in first in their division.
It's possible.
Very possible.
Actually, you know what a move would be? If the 49ers do lose this game, take them to win the division.
Super Bowl.
Whatever the odds are. Well, take them to win the division after somebody else takes the lead. They'll probably still be division favorites, but it might be the difference between like a minus 180 and a minus 120 if they do drop a game.
Right.
So I still like the Niners. I just don't like them this week. Jimmy, what's your pick for this one?
Yeah, I'll take the Niners. I don't like that. It's terrible.
What's terrible?
The 4 or
I'll
what?
go with the over, actually. I'm just going to go with
just take the straight up over 43 and a half.
43 and a half is a little low to me. I know they're not putting up numbers, but just the way Shanahan is, and like, I don't know, Brad brought up IU. Like, somebody has to step up. Kittle, like if you're one of the guys that's going to come up with the National Tight End Day, you should be good at playing that tight end position, right? Maybe do something. Maybe like
and
once.
Kittle either does a lot or next to nothing. It seems.
And like part his hair and look like a douchebag, and it's like, dude, how about you play some fucking football? And then if McCaffrey's bitch ass actually plays, I just don't see them dropping 3 in a row. That's
a fair point.
Football team, like their defense is too good to do that. I don't see that. So
yeah, I'd say the same about the Bucs defense tonight on Thursday Night Football. They've lost 2 in a row. No, I don't think that's the type of defense that lets you lose 3 in a row.
No, it's the one that lets you lose 8 in a row.
Yeah. Blowout.
Let's get to my crazy parlay.
I watched a Broncos 2015 championship video today, talking about old Super Bowls. And,
let's get the good vibes going.
We were good, dude. We were so damn
what a
good.
Team.
Aqib Talib, dude.
Glory days.
I love Aqib Talib. You know where he was drafted?
His brother killed
Tampa
someone.
Bay.
He's in prison for life now. You know that?
I'd be surprised if Aqib Talib himself hasn't killed somebody.
Yeah,
the way he plays football.
Dude, it was my dad would go
smart enough.
Oh, he's fucking doing it again.
He always
he's doing it again.
Even in Kansas, he was in it.
He goes, that fucking 21 doesn't ever shut the hell up. And if he did, maybe we'd win a day. He's like, he gets so pissed off. And he just makes a dumb freaking play, and he yells at everybody. I'm like, dude,
he's a great player. I'll take it,
dude. I loved it. Man.
He was,
but he was one of the main guys in the Super Bowl video that I watched.
All right, let's get to my crazy parlay. I'm 0 for 2 since we invented the Matt's Crazy Parlay segment. This one is a little bit less risky. I think this one's going to hit, guys.
Oh boy,
I got the Seahawks beating the Browns. They're wearing their throwback uniforms in Seattle this week.
Oh, yeah.
Throwback blues. So I just want to I want to bet on the Seahawks this week when they're wearing those throwback uniforms. I got the Dolphins to beat the Patriots. The Dolphins are also wearing their throwbacks. The old Dolphin with the helmet on.
It's the same uniform.
It's a little bit different. The logo on the helmet is definitely
up, not down. Yeah, whatever.
No, their new logo is some like squiggly, shitty, modernized dolphin. Minimalist
throwback is when the
bullshit.
Bucs wear the creamsicles, not
right. Well, or like the Seahawks going to
the Seahawks is a throwback. The Dolphins
Philly last week was good. I thought.
Yeah,
those old
they
dreams.
did.
That's the best one that there is. Yeah.
And then
they love it too.
Close out the 3-teamer. Bengals beat the 49ers. You can get those 3 teams to win money line at plus 385. Spend 20. Cash out, $68, $67 to be exact. But that's who I like. Seahawks over the Browns, Dolphins over the Pats, Bengals over the Niners. Jimmy, throw it to you next. Your underdog of the week. Who's the dirty dog of the week? I got to bring in Momo for this segment.
Oh, we'll rub it in some dirt.
Who's the dog of the week?
Look, I think the cat's bigger. Go get the cat. That poor thing. Looks like a stuffed animal.
It looks like a fake one in the back.
Dude,
until Matt moves it, like it barely moves.
I was in a grocery store with this dog last week, and this little kid walks up and actually saw Momo move, and he was like, "No way, that thing's real." And he was like, "Can I pet it?" And then he kept following me around the grocery store. He was like, "I love that fluffy dog." I was just
where were you?
At a Price Chopper.
A Price Chopper.
The Price Chopper is a quality grocery store.
Look at that little. Why are you strangling him? Why are you touching the cat?
He's got that heavy grip on it.
Touch the fucking cat. You're a dick, man. That poor cat is just lingering.
Puts its dukes. It's ready to go.
Look at him.
All right, who's the dog of the week while Momo's
dog
here?
Of the week.
Bo? These guys. It ends now. It ends on Sunday. We finally do it. We beat them. We shut it down at home. Crowd's going to be going wild. We beat the Packers. The crowd was on point last Sunday. We're playing well. It's a time to do it. It is a time. And I got to go with them because it's a team. Who else would I go with this week, right?
I like it.
You're supposed
Broncos.
to beat us by 100.
You're banking on them?
They got to be at least like plus 350. You get them in that range.
Yeah,
You don't. I don't think you make that bet unless you're a Broncos fan. I like their chances better than I did last year. What do you got?
I love that bet. The money line for Denver is only plus 275. But betting public 82.6 are on the Chiefs. Always fade the public.
That is
like
a betting
Denver.
rule. I just don't know. I think you got to make an exception for this game.
Well, and they're talking.
They have lost
not the money
15
line.
in a row to this team.
I'm aware of that. Thanks for bringing it up again.
Yeah. I think that I already bring that up.
Give your life about 2.5 hours and let's see where you're at in the world and how good you feel about life. Because remember, I told you that the Buccaneers were going to have a decent season, but do it even worse than the Broncos because like they're going to kind of be good, but
you think we're going to be like 7 and 10 or 8 and 9?
You will.
100%. We're going to the 100%. Playoffs.
You're not winning tonight. You're not going to the fucking playoffs.
I'm not making any more bets with you.
Fucking playoffs. Don't talk about
playoffs. How about we do another? How about we do another bet? We both of you guys, easy $5 bet. Bucks make the playoffs or miss. I have them making the playoffs.
Yeah, no
more bets with you till I see my money.
Yeah, me too.
Fair enough.
And we need you to get
you owe me $5.
I know, but I'm sick of winning a bet, not asking for the money, and then I don't. Why didn't you pay it when I won it? What the hell are you talking about? I just thought it was an ongoing thing. Like, then the minute you win it, I gotta pay.
Keep a tab going.
I don't have a good reason. I don't have a good reason. I did Venmo you the money because I was sick of hearing about it, man.
Last week, when I was up
last year.
Yeah. No, but okay. But I'm saying.
Oh, when you won the first baseball bet before you lost the next two, it's because I was going to do double or nothing and sucker you in.
So am I. So
I'm playing that long game.
What the hell does that mean?
Double or nothing is the best thing about betting, or at least one of them.
No.
All right. Brad, favorite under of the week, or do you got some under parlay? What do you got for us? As far as
I'll stick with one. We're going to go 3 for 3 with this one. But Monday night football games, there's been 9 this year. 8 of the 9 have hit the under.
Lions, Raiders.
Vegas at Detroit, under 46. Detroit's going to blow them out, but there's no way they're getting to 46. Vegas has only hit that over once. Detroit's hit that over 3 times all year. So
I like that one. And I like it being a bounce back game for the Lions after the Raiders or the Ravens beat them last week.
Kind of prime time. It'll be good for them.
All right. Let's close it out with our favorite thing. First red zone touchdown. When you fire up your streaming devices, wherever you watch them,
the best part
fire
of the day,
up NFL Red Zone. We pick the first red zone touchdown. So who's the first player to score? I like Devontae Smith this week. Devontae Smith has had kind of a few slow weeks. I could see them give like the Eagles giving him a deep shot early against the Commanders. I just need that deep shot to hit. I like Devontae Smith to cross the goal line first. That's my pick.
I like it.
Brad,
You've been real quiet.
You want me?
Yeah, Brad, what do you got?
I'm going to say I was going Cooper Kupp. I feel like we've seen big name guys get that first touchdown. 3 games back, he's only had 1 touchdown and he gets targeted like 9-10 times a game. So I feel like he's kind of due.
Fair enough. Jimmy, you found one yet?
I already had. No, I have my picture. I was thinking of other names. I have a screenshot of all the games at noon right here. But I was thinking, is Dameon Pierce healthy right now?
He's healthy, but he's started to split time with Singletary. Like they've started to use Devin Singletary a little bit more.
I'll go with Tyreek then.
Tyreek's always a pretty safe pick.
Probably the smartest one.
Both of you are going with,
God damn it. If it's Waddle again, because Belichick is rolling coverage to Hill early.
Yeah.
And that would be
I just want to mention
logic,
that.
Matt, right? You're kind of thinking the same thing.
Definitely could be.
Instead of,
I don't know. Anytime New England's had to play, even with Brady down in Miami,
they do get steamrolled usually. The Pats usually do get steamrolled. down in
They
Florida.
don't play, and it still isn't that late in the year. It could be pretty hot. So
Right.
yeah.
Even when the Dolphins have been the worst team, they get the Pats a lot in Florida.
Yeah, they'll get
They
him
beat
like the one
Yep.
Gronk play where he had to tackle him, and that gave
Yeah.
the Chiefs fucking home field advantage. And then just like when the Bills fucking guy collapsed playing possum on the goddamn field, and the ambulance came
Oh.
out, and everybody
right.
knew he wasn't hurt.
It is a massive,
Matt
when
goes, all right.
you're in the shade and when you're in Miami and
Matt goes,
Miami
all right,
Dolphins
all
are,
right.
yeah.
I'm actually
I-
preparing to give my little speech on the Bucks game tonight. Is all. I didn't even really listen.
All right, keep talking, Brad. We got like
Okay.
Yeah,
7 minutes
we'll
left.
just,
You think I can fill this last 7 minutes with
Filibuster.
strictly Bucks?
No, I'm saying me and Brad just keep talking.
If anybody's
can't
made
talk
it
any
this
minute
far,
or-
I apologize now for the remainder.
Okay. Here's the case for the Bucks to beat the Bills on Thursday Night Football.
$5.
No Tre'Davious White.
I want it.
No Matt Milano. No Daquan Jones on the D-line. A banged-up Von Miller. I mean, the Bills are spending $32 million on people that are on their injured reserve. The Bucks are coming in completely healthy, minus Vita Vea. This is a healthy Bucks team on a short week against a banged-up Bills team on a short week. The Bucks have lost 2 in a row. They're going to play angry. Baker's going to come out with some edge. He's going to find Mike Evans for a couple touchdowns. One of them will be a 50-yarder. The Bucks are going to go in. The Bucks are going to be up. This is one of those games. The Bucks are going to be winning like 21-3 at halftime, and everybody's going to be like, "Holy smokes!"
I get 5 more.
What's going on with the Bills? So
21-3.
hey, I'll tell you one thing I want to see more than anything else out of the Bucks tonight. I just want to see one run that Rashad White breaks for like 30, 40 yards. We haven't run the ball for like 30, 40 yards total all season. I just want to see one long run, Rashad. Just break one. And to have Rashad's back a little bit, he's broke a few deep runs, but they get called back by holds. They get called back by penalties.
So he hasn't broken.
All I want to see, I mean, not without a hold in front of him.
Yeah.
You'd be hard pressed to tell me otherwise. I rest my case.
Is that
All right.
it?
That's it. That's all I
That
got.
was your whole
Bucks money line is the play. Bucks money line on Thursday night. It's going to be too late for you to take it by the time you hear this.
When the Bills win, the Bills win.
A check mark next to Josh.
Yeah.
Allen.
I could
Josh
see that
Allen's going to be
clear.
fumbling the ball all over the place tonight.
That's fine. They'll still beat him because
Vita
Baker
Vea.
Mayfield's not going to help you.
I do like, though, Antoine Winfield's been all over the field for you guys.
He's
even though you
incredible.
lose.
I love that kid.
Interception at night plus 975.
I like that bet. He could snipe a deep pass to Diggs
Isn't bad.
or Gabe Davis.
He's been around the ball a lot lately. It's just that, and
It seems like
Baker,
he forces a turnover every game. It really does.
Well, last week was just kind of all the punch outs at the goal line.
Yep. That was Desmond Ritter's fault. That was a great punch out by Antoine, but Desmond Ritter, like if you're a football player, I don't know how you're holding the ball like that when you're crossing the goal line. Because he wasn't even like holding it out forward. He was just holding it real loose. I mean, you lose when you don't score more than one touchdown a game. We're 3-0 when we score at least 20 points. We're 0-3 when we score less than 20. That's
not scoring
how
20.
This team rolls. We're scoring 30 tonight, Brad. We're putting up a 3-0 at least. We're putting up 30 tonight in Buffalo.
30-13 Bills.
That ain't happening.
30-13
when you said
Bills.
30, I thought you were on board with me there, Brad.
No, whatever you're on, I'm not that. It's too early. You're crazy.
I'm on some homerism, but I'm rooting for it.
I'm on some homerism. At least you can root.
All right. Any other thoughts before we sign off?
Brad, what's more likely, the Broncos beat the Chiefs or the Bucks win tonight?
Vegas says the Broncos winning is more likely. That's what Vegas says.
I don't have their
I'd
number.
agree. I like Denver. I think this is one where Sean Payton wins this one. He's won over everybody in that room.
Sean Payton should just win this one, ship everybody out for trades, tank the rest of the season, and then regroup.
Caleb.
Only person they might deal is Judy or Sutton. They're not trading Surtain.
Well, you deal Judy. I
Simmons-
guess they're definitely not
Simmons
dealing
is hurt.
Surtain because you don't. When you hit on a corner as good as Surtain, you don't trade that dude.
You don't let him
You
out
just
the
don't-
building.
Not when he's young. Not when he's young.
I
You don't do
hope,
it.
dude.
No,
I
they don't
really
trade
hope.
Surtain. I think they've already came out and said they will not trade Surtain.
And I think
But-
they floated that idea with Simmons, but he's hurt right now, so
Yeah.
you can't trade.
So nobody wants him for this year to try to gain. Yeah, like Philly might have been interested in Simmons, like they were.
Will Taylor Swift
BR
be in
from the
Denver?
Titans.
Have you in your homework on Kansas City, Matt? Is Taylor
I
Swift
just
going to
don't
be there?
keep up with that shit, man.
I went out for
figured you-
Melissa's birthday to lunch with my mom and Katrina and Melissa, and they spent about 20 minutes talking about her to the point where I'm just sitting there, like, and anytime they like kind of like shut up, I'm going, oh, because then like somebody like Melissa would start or like Katrina would bring something back up, like, but did you see her and Jason Kelly? Like Jason Kelly, and I'm just going, and Melissa's like, he just keeps groaning at everything that we say, and I'm like, yeah, this is the most. She got struck by lightning, like she's dead at the age of 48, so it's
Ooh.
is what it
Dark.
is. Yeah, no more.
All right, let's
I
sign
hate
off.
her. I fucking
Matt's in
hate
his
her.
animal sanctuary over there.
Hey, look at that little thing. That
Is
little
it biting
cute
at your?
pet.
Did it bite at your?
I
hands
don't
while
think
you were
this cat
petting it?
likes me, bro.
What
Yeah,
is it?
Ow!
I love this.
All right,
What's that
let's
thing
get out of
doing?
here.
What is it?
It's biting him every time.
That's
he
a
touches
lizard?
it. It's just slowly.
It's a
chomping.
cat.
It's not a cat.
All right, let's sign
Look
off.
at him. That looks
Hey.
like an owl.
The cat's not friendly.
Enjoy week 8, y'all.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Go Broncos.
Go Bucks.
Go Bills.
Let's go Bucks.
No more.